Hi, my name's Kat. Thank you for joining me today for this spicy bar workout. Don't need any equipment except for a chair and your mat. Listen to your body, put some music on, have some fun. Let's get started. We're going to start hip distance apart, feet parallel, and really push the feet down into the earth and do a little pull apart motion so you can feel all the way up the outside of the legs into the glutes start to activate. And keep that connection as we round the shoulders and begin to roll down one vertebrae at a time, relaxing your neck, your arms, your face, your jaw. And with that connection through the feet, really push the feet through the earth, activating through the legs as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. Feel your core gently activating as well, all the way up, shoulders back, lifting up the chin. Let's do that again. Round through the shoulders. Falling down one vertebrae at a time. And then push through the feet all the way back up. Lengthening the spine, lifting the crown of the head up nice and proud. Let's go. One more. Beautiful. And then keeping that connection through the feet, begin to bend into the knees and scoop your arms forward. And then come back up. Inhale on the way down and exhale as you're pushing up through the feet to lengthen. Hinging forward to activate into the glutes, keeping your spine nice and straight, not rounding through the shoulders, moving with intention and mindfulness. Let's do 4 more. On this last one, we're going to stay down and pulse. Little pulses. Draw your lower belly in. Make sure you're not arching into the spine, into the lower back. Keep that connection through the feet. You want to feel thighs and glutes. And hold. Lift one heel as you, and then when you drop it, bring the arm back down. Same arm, same leg, heel lift, and back down, lift, down. Keep firmness in your core. Don't slump into the shoulders. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arm back up. Drop the heel, other side. Bring the arm down and then lift the heel as it comes back up. Last 4. Good, bring both arms down and release. Ooh, definitely feeling warm now. Let's step the feet wide and turn the toes out. Lengthen your arms out nice and long. We come down and up. Inhale. Exhale. So we're still pushing away from the floor. And our belly arms. Coming as low as you feel comfortable. And we're keeping that spine nice and tall so we're not hinging this time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down and hop. I'm going to shift into one leg, then bring your arms into center. Open, shift, back to center again. Let's do one more on both sides. Good. Let's open the arms wide and stay low. And we shift, 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 shift. 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Come back to that center and release for a moment. Ooh, you feel those arms. All right, reach the arms up again. Now we're going to bend into one knee and bring your hand down towards your foot. Then push away from the earth and come back up. So we inhale down, exhale length. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 4 more on both sides. Keeping those arms nice and active and reaching. Making sure we're not collapsing into the spine when we fold. If I have counted correctly, we have 1 more on both sides. Now we're going to do the same movement but with the legs straight. So we hinge down, activate the core to come back up and down. So if this doesn't feel good, do the bent knee version. It'll be a little bit nicer on the hips and the hamstrings. Let's just do 2 more, both sides. Alright, bring your hands to your hips, squatting down, slide your hands to your knees. I'm going to push one knee away and drop your shoulder down until you feel that stretch in your spine. And then swap over to the other. Again, back and back. And bring the hands down. Let's heel toe the feet in just a tiny bit. Parallel feet. I'm going to bend into the knees and then straighten them as much as you can. Now, if this is really uncomfortable, you can have your hands on your knees. You don't have to come all the way down. You can always prop your hands up on blocks if you have them, or your chair, depending on the chair's height. Up to you how deep you want to go. And we're trying to straighten the legs just as much as the body will allow. Let's go 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, And soften into the knees, tuck the tailbone under, roll up again like we did at the very beginning. Shake it out. Now we're going to twist into a bit of a lunge. Whoop, down. Then we spin up and over the shoulder. So you want to keep your core engaged. Coming down, making sure we're not rounding through the spine. Twisting up, soft hands. Up to you how deep you go into that lunge and how deep you go into the twist. So listen to your body. When you come back up from here, push that foot through the earth to help fire yourself back up. We have 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down and put your weight into that front foot. You're going to lift the back leg up, pull your elbow back, and drop it down. Pull back, drop it down. So we're bending into that standing leg. Lower belly is tucked in like a corset or like a belt. Don't have to go super high with the leg lift. We don't want to bend into the lower back too much. We've just got 3, 2, and 1. Drop the foot, come back into that twist, balancing on that one foot. So you can do little lifts, so a little bend into that standing leg, pulse, back leg, not huge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, shake it up. We'll do all that on the other side. So we twist down into your lunge and up towards the sky. Three more. All right, let's come back down, bending into that standing leg, back leg, lift, and drop it down. Lift, drop it down. Keeping the elbow close to the body, nice row of that back shoulder, stabilizing through that foot, so push your toes down. We have 3, 2, and 1. Twisting up, bend into that front knee, balance, lift, lower, lift, lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, shake it out. Have a quick drink if you want one. We're going to use our chair. All right, standing side on to your chair. Your chair may not be as high as mine. That's fine. You can work with whatever you've got. We'll come into a plie position with the heels together, toes turned out, and we'll go with our arm in front. We'll lower and lift, then add the arm. Lower and lift. Lower and zip. Nice activation into those inner thighs and glutes. Nice tall spine. Imagine you're balancing something on the top of your head. And then we'll add a heel lift and the arm goes higher. And then come back down, up. 2 more. Keep the heels lifted. Come back down and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on. 1. Heels down, heels up, heels down, heels up. Ooh, hello, thighs. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Now we come back down, open, up, down, release, down, open, up, down, release, down, open, up, forward, release. 2 more. Or let's swap the arms. So we go down, up, open, forward. 3 more. And release. We bring the elbow onto the chair, bend into the standing leg, open up the chest, top leg is going to bend. So we bend into the knees and then lift up high. Bend and lift. Bend and lift. 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Now if you don't have a high chair, your arm will be low onto the chair, okay? We bring your knee forward and then kick it back. Bring it forward and kick it back. Now the goal is not to actually move the hips. We're only moving that thigh. We're squeezing into the booty when it goes behind, nice and firm into the core. Do 5 more. 4, keeping the chest open. 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg behind. Open up into a nice side bend. Then begin to twist forward. Spreading the arms out nice and long. That leg closest to me is going to move. Your other leg, little bend. I'm going to lift and tap. You want to keep your lower belly super firm. If you don't like the long arms, you can bring your elbows towards the chair instead. So the extension can be a lot on the spine. So listen to your body. We've got 4, 3. Try to keep those hips level if you can. They're going to want to twist. Great. So now when we lift, as we come through, bring your leg in front, lift your hands up, then hinge back down. Make sure you're not raising too high where we dump into the lower back. So bend to that front leg, nice and strong, scooping up and kicking out. Now, if you don't need to keep that foot grounded for balance, bring it all the way up and then all the way back. Good. Again. Let's just do 3 more. Let's hold behind, bend the knee, keep your knee high, but we're going to open it and close it. Open and close. Ooh, that glute is on fire. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. My goodness. Ooh, that supporting leg, bring it up. Let's stretch it out. Ooh. Wowzers. Let's do the other side. Alrighty. So we come back to our first position. And our arm comes up. Down and up. Add the arm. Down. Squeeze. Oh, I can feel that one glute. And we're going to add our releve. So we're down and all the way up. Down and all the way up. Staying tall in the spine. Two more. Stay on the toes. Come down and pulse. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on, 1. Heels down and up. Arm out and in. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, release. Good. We come all the way down. Hold. Up, out, in, come up, down, up, out, forward, and up. One more in this direction. Good. Let's go down, out, up, and forward. Last 2, if I'm counting correctly. Last 1. And release. Whew. Bring that elbow down. Feet parallel. Bend into the knee. And we bend into this one. Down and then lift. Nice and tall. Down and up. Down and up. Let's do 2 more. Holding it up on 1. Bring it forward. Kick it back. Bring it forward. Kick it back. Perfect. And keep those hips still. Keep that lower back still. No arching. Last one. Good. Hold it up into center. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg behind. Lean away from the chair. Or your body's leaning away. Your arms leaning over. And release. Turn to face the chair. Nice straight spine, straight arms. Little bend into your standing leg. Now your leg closest to me should be the other leg, if you've turned around like me. Okay, so we lift and lower. So trying to avoid this kind of arching into the lower back. Just the booty will come up and down, not the lower back. Trying to keep the leg active and straight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we bring it up. We'll add our lift coming through. Tall and hinging forward. So keeping a little bend in that standing leg so you can balance and so the leg muscles stay switched on. You have the option of keeping to tap the toe down, or we can bring the leg through. Working on our balance as well. Last 3. One more. Hold the leg out, bend the knee, open the knee and close. Keep the knee high though, so it's just a little hinge, open, close. Ooh, hello glutes. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Spicy. Bring that knee down, stretch it out. All right, we're ready for a little bit more. Let's turn to face our chair. Parallel feet. We're going to come into a squat position, so we're hinging into the hips. Then lift this leg up as you come up. I'm going to add the same side arm. So nice and tall. Pointing the toe when it comes up. Last one. Great. Come back up, lift the leg. I'm going to stay more upright and hold on with both hands. I'm going to hinge into the hips a little bit and then come back up. Just be mindful not to completely collapse into the hips. This hip here stays slightly higher or level. Push away from the floor with that bottom foot. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come down and pulse. Bring your elbows down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on, 1, go out and in, out and in. So only the leg, no movement in the spine. Oh my gosh, that poor glute. Whew. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Ooh. We'll straight into the other side. So we go down and leg up. Add the arm. Last one. Good. All right. Let's lift. Elbows come, oh, actually we stay upright for this bit. Hinge and up. Strong into that glute. Keep the knees tracking over the toes. Spine straight. Last 4. Let's come down now, elbows down. We pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on, 1. Out, in, out, in. Legs relatively low. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Oh my goodness. Whew. Shake it out. Little circles. Back the other way. All right, we've got one more standing exercise. Then we'll come to the floor and just do a little bit of core and back and chest. All right, so we'll come back into our plie position, heels together, toes turned out, nice and tall. So we're going to go down slowly for 3 and then squeeze on the way up. We're going to lift the heels. So we go 1, 2, 3, squeeze up. Now if you want to go really low, all the way down, you can. Just work with the range and your knee capacity. One more and then we're going to swap. Now we go straight down, down, up, up, up. Whew, I don't know which one's worse. 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. 3 more. Last one. Oh, hello legs. Let's come into a nice stretch. We'll bend the knees, push the chest down. Deep breath. And then bring one leg forward, stretching into that calf muscle at the back there. So feet are parallel, heels are down. And then stretch into your front leg. Put your weight into your front leg. Bring that back leg up for a nice quad stretch. Very much deserved. And then we'll swap sides. Get into your calves. Deepening the breath. Straighten into your front leg. And bend that knee, bring your back leg up. Nice quad stretch. Alright, roll out your mat and then meet me on the floor. Coming down to your mat, we'll come into a tabletop position. The hands are under the shoulders, spread your fingers wide, knees under each hip. So engaging your core, imagine you've got a corset wrapping around your belly. You're going to lift opposite arm and leg, lengthen out long. On your exhale, crunch it in. Your inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, inhale. About 3 more. Beautiful. Bring your arm down and the leg connected. You know, open, kick, bend, and down. Open, kick, bend, and down. So you want to try and keep your body in line, knee and elbow in line, so you're not leaning too far behind. And we're really hinging from the bottom hip as the top hip lifts. Let's do another 3. Don't have to go super high. You don't have to do the full extension either if that doesn't work for you. Good. And then keeping that leg lifted, hands come in line with your shoulders again. You're going to bend into your elbows and rock forward and push away. Let's do 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome work. Round the spine, shake it out. And then we'll reset and do the other side. So firm into the belly, spine aligned. Reach out long. Exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. So really aiming for that length. Staying active the whole time. Now one more. Good. Bring that elbow down. Knee aligns. Hinge. Kick. Bend and in. Hinge. Kick. Bend and in. Four more. Last one. Beautiful. Now stretch that leg back out. Come and get back onto your hands. You dip down and exhale, push away. Tricep push up. You don't have to come all the way down if that's not comfortable. Well, meant to be uncomfortable, but I meant if it's painful, don't. Last one. And release. Come back into a child's pose. And roll out the wrists. And then we can roll forward, come all the way down onto your belly. You're going to anchor down through the hips. Feet are about hip distance apart. Toes can be slightly turned out, which would be a bit nicer on your lower back. Okay, your arms down by your side. Now push the pubic bone down, squeeze into your glutes. We're going to lift the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then come back down. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. So it's not about height, it's more about that shoulder activation. And if you do feel any lower back pain, you can always just bring the hands down to assist. And you can also squeeze into the pelvic floor if you need that little extra help. If you want to add on load, you're going to lift, scoop the arms out forward, bring them back and lower. Picking whichever choice is correct for your body. Two more of the full or three of the half. Ooh. And let the legs go side to side. Oh, those exercises get me every time. Alright, push away. Shake it out. Do a little cat-cow if you want. Good. Alright, we'll come into a high plank. You have the option of being on your elbows or being on your knees. Or if you're with me, let's lift up. Feet a little wider than the hips so we can stabilize with a single leg. So if you're moving with me, we bring one leg in and then kick it out again. Pushing away from the floor, nice and strong into your shoulders. Trying not to lean to the side. Last one. Bring the foot down, reset. Other side. Last one. Ooh, and down. Interlace those hands behind. Open up the chest. And round in front. Come down onto your back. Rolling all the way down with control. Lengthen out long, reach overhead. And bring your arms down by your side. We'll imprint your spine, so that's where your lower back squishes down into the mat, and we bring the legs up into a tabletop position. You want to keep everything wrapping. We tap down and lift up. So if this is too much for your lower back, you have the option of alternating lifts instead of the lower. If your lower back starts to hurt, but you want to do this version, just keep coming down and resetting as much as you need. If you want to add more load, your legs can go a little further away from the body without your lower back arching off the floor. If your hips are really clicky, as long as it's not painful, just keep the legs a little closer to the body. You can stay with this version, or we're going to level up, opposite leg up and down, come through center. Otherwise, stay with your toe taps. Keep your corset on. We've got 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Bring the legs down for a moment. Relax the belly for a moment. And then we'll bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, lift the head and the shoulders, connect that lower back again, bring your legs up. Go back out, but this time we're not going to bend the knees, we're just going to scissor. So lengthen the back of the neck so the neck is relaxed. If you don't need to hold the head, you can actually hold the legs. So whatever works best for your body. Let's go. 5, 4, always looking towards your thighs. 3, 2, last one. And release. Hug those knees in. Last exercise. I'm going to interlace your hands again behind the head. Imprint your spine down, activating in the core. Let's make a diamond shape with your legs, so toes together, knees wide. Now we come into a crunch, extend, bend, release. Crunch, extend, bend, release. You can do the legs by themselves. If you don't want to do the crunch, you can do the crunch without the extension as well. Lots of choices. You can always bring your feet to the floor and just do crunches as well. We're not here long though. Let's just do 5. Last 2. And 1. And down. Grab those feet. Or behind the knees if you can't reach the feet. Try and push your tailbone down. Happy baby. Now bring the feet down as wide as your mat. Arms in a cactus position. It's windshield wiper the legs from side to side. And let them fall over to the left. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring that foot up onto the knee and then turn your head away. We've done a lot of hips and glutes. This area may feel pretty fatigued. Over to the other side, optional to hook that top foot up. So right foot on top of left knee, turning the head. And we'll keep that foot on the knee, but just on the thigh, sorry. Come back through center. And we'll come into our glute stretch, so pull the leg in. You want to go a little deeper into your side glute, your up towards the hip, that little bit on the edge there. Grab the ankles and pull them in. And gently unwind. So your figure 4 option is foot on the thigh. And then need to get into this little bit here. So this one is a little bit more up, and then when you cross over and go like this, it's a little bit more in. It's hard to explain without actually having a little diagram for you, but you'll be able to feel it in your body anyway. And unwind, bring one knee in, one leg out, give it a good squeeze, and then pull it across your body, reach behind into a twist. And coming through center, swap legs, and twist. Come back through center. You can either roll to your side and come up, or rock and roll up into any comfortable seated position. We'll take a moment to calm the nervous system, taking a few deep breaths. Just bring your hands onto your belly. Deep inhale, exhale through the nose. Bring your hands up to your heart. Taking a moment to feel gratitude for your magnificent body and everything you just achieved. Feeling gratitude for this time you've given yourself to nourish your body and your mind. And I thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Namaste. If you would like to see any of my other offerings, check out the links below to check out my socials. Lots of exciting things happening, and I would love to connect with you further. See you soon.